Well, hello again, everybody. I just tried to do an update and it didn't quite take very well. Here's Cargill, right next to Walkersville Southern's Depot. Now, that depot will be moved to Town later. I've already got plans with the Northern Light and Power to be placed at the very back track on this, so that way I've got Purina Chow's Southern States. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with this decoder. It just constantly runs full power to the motor and I can't get it to reset. This one here, Walkersville Farm Supply. Alright, we got 100 and 101 back there with the lights on. I need to get a fuel tank for 56. If anybody knows where I can get a Kato RS3 fuel tank, that would be much appreciated. 90 and 91 are there. 102 and 23 are here, which they'll be in service soon enough. And then there's 302. Alright. But moving on, I don't know if I'm going to use that as a quarry head or not. I can't get the Micro Engineering truss bridge. It's been out of stock everywhere for so daggone long, and they don't even know if it's even in production anymore. So, since I can't get it, I'm going to use my two Kato through trusses to bridge that gap, which might mean I need to extend it a little bit in order to fill the gap, which is fine. And we're going to head on up here to the interchange, and yes, the interchange is actually down grade. Alright, there's, I don't know where in the world this Rust-Oleum came from. There's the interchange switch, take you down there, but all this is new. Now, we got tracks now to Kemar Fertilizer. Oh, those bamboo skewers mark where I'm going to be putting feeders. So there will be a double set of feeders there to feed those two tracks. There'll be a set of feeders there. There's a set of feeders there. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know we went this far, but Kemar Fertilizer, and then, oh, there's tracks in Town. 4-track, even though it should be on this side, that's going to be the old Town feed mill. I should probably put a turnout in there to come back here for the old coal dump, but I'm not going to. If anything, I'll just represent it with a little bit of track that's been abandoned on a trestle. So, even though there was never a passing siding in Town, I added one. Well, there might have been back in the Frederick and Pennsylvania Railroad days, or Pennsylvania Railroad might have done it. I don't know. But passing siding is to the front of you, main line to the rear. Instead of a funeral parlor, we got a bar. Yep, the old Pabst Blue Ribbon bars back in. So Mr. B's bars back. This would be Main Street in Town. I have not detailed any of it yet, but this is where the tracks get a little more interesting. And unfortunately, it's all under bricks because I just glued it. So the first spur that you see is going to go to the shoe factory. The main line extends out to Farrell Gas, which I'm going to use the Walthers, what is that, Union Oil Company or Interstate Oil Company. I might switch that out later for one that takes the propane, but I need to get propane cars first. And then to the very front of us, pretty much where that vacuum is sitting, is the sawmill and the sawmill yard. So the old sawmill that was in Town, I gotta find a decent enough barn building for it. We'll go here. And yeah, 200 derailed, I guess. So get her back on the tracks. All right. So that's the sawmill that was in Tawnytown. So I've taken care of everything here. So the shoe factory, which yes, did have smokestacks. The shoe factory's in. Well, at least the spur is in. The spur for Farrell Gas is in. The spur for the sawmill is in. The spur for the feed mill is in. Now the 2-track staging yard is down here. I don't think I will, but I could add another track or 2 here without too much issue. I don't think I ever will, because I don't need to. I'm going to be in the process here soon of cleaning up the tracks. I've already cleaned off a lot of the junk that was piled on top of here, if you remember back from previous videos. So that's, the track is laid. I am done with track. So I have a whole bunch of track left over, including older turnouts and everything else. Some I've even put in the trash can for right now. There's a lot of turnouts in there. If anybody in the Fairfield, Pennsylvania area needs Code 80 Atlas track, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to set up a time and all to get with you so that you can just take off with whatever you want, because I want it gone, and I'm not going to haggle with a price or anything else. It will be free. If you have anything you would like to donate, that's great, as I am still looking for Atlas GP9s. I want 300 and 301 of the actual Maryland Midland painted ones that were come out in 96. I need one more RS3, and that is it. Other than that, if you got propane tank cars that you want to donate in here, that's perfect. If you've got the old Bachmann 3-bay hoppers, I'll take them too. I'll take 3-bay and 4-bay stone hoppers and box cars. Okay, I'm in desperate need of all of those, and I can't find any center beam flat cars in N-scale either, so we can haggle and negotiate a price on that. I have spools of feeder wire that I've already cut. This is 100 feet of feeder wire. It's solid core 24 gauge copper wire off of it, out of a data cable kit. So each one is color coordinated, either orange and white, and this is blue and white. The white one will have a little blue strip on it, as the white is all the common, but that's a blue strip on the white with solid blue next to it. I've got green and white down there. I know I've got a spool of orange and white somewhere, and as soon as I get finished with the feeders and everything else, that can go too. So I'll help you. I mean, I could give you a spool right off the bat, because heck, that one blue and white one's probably going to be enough for me to do everything I want to do. I still have some of this 16 gauge speaker wire left. Actually, quite a bit of it. That's the spool. It's a 100-foot spool. That will have a price tag. Unfortunately, the extra wire will have a price tag to it. I can't do nothing about that. I don't know where it stopped when my alarm went off, but I've got about 10 more minutes, and then I need to wake my son up for school. But yeah, it's coming along. It's a lot further than what it was. So I'll splice that on in. Y'all have a good one. Bye for now.